Hey guys, and welcome to a new round of State of Survival with your favorite monkey. Do not forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Today we talk about Rita. New resonating hero type or special preferred type is control style. If you do not put her on a control hero, you are losing 2% hero final damage. But that's it. So what makes her special? What you should have her on? So first of all, what is important? So of course you need to bring her up to level 4, that's the minimum for literally all resonating heroes, because then it takes over 100% of the heroes she's resonating to. So that are basic informations. Next you do is for 50 fragments, you unlock her special skill. And that is what you need to do at the base minimum, so to get any type of advantage. Means 160 fragments, so from location up to level 4 to make her at all useful. And to make her really useful, you need another 50, so 210 fragments needed for Rita as minimum to make her pretty useful. So the special skill is every 4 turns, Rita rapidly fires something, dealing 80% damage to all enemies. That's important. She's doing damage to all enemies. And then at the same time, reducing their damage dealt by 5% for 2 turns. So what that means is, especially as we had a lot of requests about why she's not dealing damage. First of all, it depends on the hero she's resonating to. And now we're searching for a fight I had yesterday at State vs State. That's not the fight, but here we have the solo, where I kicked them. And you see the fight lasted around 7 rounds. And what you can check here is, here is the fight, and in total the fight lasted for 8 rounds. But we will also see that Rita doesn't have much of an impact in that fight. And I will explain you on that example why. So first of all, in round 5, all left troops died. So there is not much damage she could do. Here you see a small amount of kills, and her 4th skill, or the own skill of Rita, got triggered. But there will be fights like here, where the fight lasted more than 4 rounds, but her impact will be super tiny, as you can see here as well. And I think we have another example where it literally does nothing. Here you see that the impact was not really, only 12 shielded. So it really depends on how long a fight lasts to get a trigger on a hero. And especially if it's super low rounds, like 5 rounds or such, then there won't be a big impact. But coming back to Rita. So a lot of you ask for a recommendation. Of course you need to unlock her special skill. That's the base minimum. The second thing you need is to increase the damage she's dealing. And I would go here for, at minimum, level 2 out of the 3. And then focus here on the double damage, and that is where I would go for 3 times. So 3 of 3. The third skill, the one which relies on burning, is only efficient if you're playing a heavy burn setup. And heavy burn setup is really meant heavy. And not like, oh, I use Christopher, I use Lan or Jamira, and I use Donald. No. You need also Tempest Arms, which triggers fire. Scorched Terrain on top. So you constantly set your opponent on fire, because then it really makes this skill effective. If you're not playing a full heavy burn setup, which can be countered by Rising Valor easily, then you can fully ignore this part, because additionally reduce damage dealt by burning enemies by 1% for 2 rounds. And if you increase that, it will be more. But if you are not burning your enemies literally every round, the damage reduction you are producing by that is not really relevant. So to summarize it, get her on level 4 minimum, unlock the special skill, that's plain minimum you need to do for any resonating hero. And then go on the top one up to 2 of 3, and on the left one 3 of 3. And then depending on how you play, go back, do that 3 of 3. But only go for that skill upgrade at all if you really go on a heavy burn setup. So Blaze Inferno, Scorched Terrain, you play with Christopher, you play with Rita on Christopher of course, you play with Jamira, best, really maxed, and on Donald, you have Donatello on top, so you create a massive burn setup. That is the recommendation for Rita. So the right skill is only relevant if you play a heavy burn setup, but you can use Rita with the other type of it really good on any other hero because she's not relevant taking on the fourth skill on any type of burn reliable, and the other two are also absolutely independent of burn setups. So that's why I say go for the top one, go for the left one, and only go for the right one if you play heavy burn setup. That's it. I hope this helps you.